park and parks in general. I'm a professor of environmental science, environmental studies, and so I truly believe in the importance of green space and green and blue space in this case. First of all, biodiversity, which is the broad panoply of different kinds of plants and animals and microorganisms and birds. The planet is currently experiencing a time of rapid extinction. Half of all species are expected to be extinct by the end of this century. So every little bit of green space that we can retain fights that. So when you think about when you go to some of our local parks and all of the beautiful trees and plants that you see, there's all kinds of little animals, mice and lizards. Now, don't say ooh, because those are important parts of the ecosystem. But and insects and all of the wonderful water birds we have in this area. This is all part of the biodiversity that could be part of this park. Butterflies, bees, songbirds, hawks, eagles, rabbits, all sorts of creatures that are in the fringing marshes, and shore otters. Very important. The interfaces between ecosystems are very important high diversity areas. So there you have the fringing marsh and the beach, and then forest land is a great combination of creatures that live and thrive and enjoy and are important to be there. Some of the nursery stages and stages of the young, it's very important to have those areas protected. Green space, of course, is also very important for air quality. Trees and plants, as you know, absorb pollutants and take them out of the air, and they also produce oxygen. And I don't know about you, but I like oxygen. Stabilization of the shoreline is important. When you have plants and trees next to the shoreline, it protects the soil, stops the runoff, which leads to the health of the Chesapeake Bay and the other estuaries and tributaries of the Chesapeake Bay. One of the biggest problems in the Chesapeake Bay and other estuaries is runoff of soil from cleared areas, from parking lots, from non-vegetated areas, and this runoff not only includes soil particles, but it includes nutrients, which cause a problem called eutrophication, which leads to oxygen depletion and fish die-offs. And one of the most important things to protect the health of the bay, or improve the health of the bay, is to have vegetated tree-lined shorelines that stop that runoff. By the way, also, if you live anywhere on the peninsula, think twice about putting poisons on your lawn, because you know where they go? Right into the bay. Another important aspect was already mentioned is this is an opportunity for us to educate our children and students of all ages. Imagine a wonderful park on the water with facilities for classrooms to come, with facilities that could even be used by scientists, perhaps, to study ecological issues in the area, both terrestrially and in the aquatic ecosystems there. It could be a living laboratory for the people of Newport News, kids from preschool through college. And I have to also mention global warming. This global warming is fact, and the sea levels are rising. The oceans are becoming acidified. The temperature is changing. This is probably the most serious problem humanity has ever faced in the history of humankind. Well, our little park can help, because what do trees and plants do? They take in CO2, carbon dioxide, from the burning of fossil fuels is the major cause of global warming. Those greenhouse gases. The more trees you have, the more plants you have, the less CO2 there is in the atmosphere, so the less temperature rise and the less sea level rise, and so on and so forth. Every little bit counts. That includes our yards, grow trees. That's all remarks that I thought about, but I just want to emphasize the value of, how many acres do we have here?
58, I think, total.
58 acres total?
City farm.
Of the city farm?
58 is additional acres.
Additional acres, so the entire park is a couple hundred acres?
414.
414 acres of green space, with all the creatures, including people, that's a part of. And I want to remind us that we are part of the interdependent web of ecology, the people and the creatures of this peninsula. Thank you.